What's up, everybody? That Red Hunter here, and today I have a budget deck list. So people are spending thousands of dollars on cards for heroes, zombies, prank kids. This deck, it maybe costs anywhere from $40 to $60. It's really good. If you're not really like experienced in Yu-Gi-Oh for like the meta right now, this might be the deck for you. But all in all, it's really good, really fun to play. So we're just gonna get into it. This is the Cubics. If you watch the newest Yu-Gi-Oh movie, The Dark Side of Dimensions, this deck was in there. So you're gonna see a lot of monsters that were in the movie. So we're gonna start off with 3 Vijams. With this one, when your opponent attacks it with their monster, you can move it down to your trap and spell slots, and then the monster that attacked it gets a cubic counter. Cubic counters is they cannot attack. So it's basically like a really good card to, go up against like Blue Eyes, Red Eyes, Summon Skull, and even some hero cards. The art is super cool as well. Next, we go with 1 Cubic King. You're going to notice that in a lot of these, you need a special summon 3 or more monsters, especially like with like the 2 and 4 stars. So then we're going to be going with the Cubic Emperor. The Cubic Behemoth. And then this is where it starts getting really big with the combos. With Duza. So with Duza, you can send any card that has the word cubic in the name from your deck to graveyard. This deck is a lot from deck to graveyard. But I'll be like, when I get to the card, I'll tell you more about what this effect will make the outcome of. We run with 2 Mothman. Mothman is just for a search engine, so it's not really there for anything special. Just there's not very many draw power in this deck. We run with 1 Apprentice Illusion Magician. With that one, is basically if I have Cubic Karma. Cubic Karma, when I get to the card, I'll tell you more about it. But it's a really OP card. We run with 3 Cubic Lords. So this is the boss monster. So when he's on the field, and if he attacks a monster, he can't attack again. And then at the end of your turn, you and your opponent both take 3,000. And that is every time it's your turn. So every time that you pass turn, you guys both take 3,000. But the cool thing is this could be a 1-turn win, especially if you play it right. You attack, because if it attacks a card, it can attack again. So then you can potentially attack for 6,000, and then just have his effects win you the game for 3,000. We run with 3 Foolish Burials in this, or Foolish Burial Goods, because, like I said, when I start to, when I get down to the Cubic Karma, which is the next card, I'll explain a lot more. So Cubic Karma, so let's say, you have 4 cubes in your hand, but you don't have this one. If there is a way you can get Cubic Karma into your graveyard, you can banish it, and you can add 1 cubic monster from your deck to hand, which is huge. And then we run 3 Cubic Dharmas. Cubic Dharma is basically more draw power. So if you have cubics in your hand and you play Dharma, you can discard a cubic to draw another card. We run with 3 Cubic Waves. Cubic Wave with the Cubic Lord is crazy. It's probably the biggest combo in this deck right now. So with Cubic Wave, you can double your attack and then half your opponent's attack. That's huge. I mean, especially with the Cubic Lord, he can attack twice. We run with 2 Pot of Extravagances, mostly just for more draw power. I threw in a Mystic Mine in here. I wasn't going to, but when you play decks like Heroes or Zombies, you kind of need something to fall back on, especially if you're not drawing what you need to draw. It's a huge pain. We run with 1 Harpies Feather Duster, 1 Regeki. This is when it starts getting interesting, the trap cards. So we run with 2 Unification Cubic Lords. With this card, you can fusion your 3 Cubic Ritual card a lot faster. And when one of your Cubics goes to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, and you can bring out a level 4 or lower Cubic monster with, ignoring summon conditions, which is huge because with the, I believe it's this one. No, it's the other one. The other one, you can, when he's on the field, he gets 3,000 attack, and he can attack 2 or 3 times, which is huge. This deck is full of combos. So we're going to go with 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, which is also a really good card in this deck, considering that if you're bricking or not getting what you need, but you have that card set, and your opponent just set their boss monster, you can get rid of it ASAP. We go with 1 Cubic Ascension, which allows you to bring a Cubic Seed from graveyard to field. We go with 1 Cubic Mandala, which also does the same thing, but when they go onto the field, they cannot attack, and their attack is at 0. Sorry, I run 2 of those. So I run 1 7 Tools of Bandit. This is mostly for blue-eye decks, like the ones that bring out the Chaos Max Dragons. I run 2 Mirror Forces, and then 2 Infinite Impermanences. I actually had to buy the Cyber deck to get these, but this is crazy, especially if you play something like, Zombies, Heroes, Magicians. This really shuts down a lot of people's turns because they bring out their highly affected monster. And if you just play this, it'll just shut them down ASAP. So yeah, that is my main deck. With the side deck, I really don't, or extra deck, I really don't use this a lot. I just use it for my Pot of Extravagance for more draw power. So it doesn't really matter, what you put in your side deck or extra deck. I just put some random cards in there. I had to put the Cubic Lord in here, the 3-1, just for the off chance that I could get him on the field. I haven't yet. I've played this deck maybe a handful of times. This deck just got done today. I just got the rest of my Cubic Karmas in the mail. In my side deck, these are really the only cards I have in there right now. Mostly because, with people that play Gods or Dragon Maids, Shadows, Heroes, they normally always have their boss monster just wipe the board. And with these, you can actually get them off the board by just tributing them. Because when you tribute them, you're not targeting the monster. It's almost like playing Soul Crossing. You know what I mean? So it's a huge play. But yeah, if you guys like these videos, please like and subscribe. I will probably be doing my Guardian deck next. That's the plan. I hope you guys had a great Halloween. Have an amazing rest of the day.